We're up.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
You know, same thing. Just
Yeah.
regurgitate it back.
So which side of camera would you like me to look to?
Straight down.
Actually, we were going down the barrel on
Are
the
you?
last one. Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. Cool.
When did you first hear about Cutbank?
My agents over at WME had told me about the script, and said it was pretty interesting and I should read it. So they had me read it, which I loved it. It was terrific, and they had me meet with Matt Shakman, the director, and Matt was also terrific. So it was, you know, quite a while back, several months ago, when I first heard about it.
You talk about Matt Shakman, and this is his first feature film debut. How's it been collaborating with him?
Yeah, I think Matt's a natural. I knew he directed a lot of television, TV episodes, various shows that are really good, and so I watched some of those and liked him very much. But I tell you, he's very prepared. He knows what he wants. He's very thorough, and he's fun. Fun to be around on the set too, which is always a plus with a director.
Speaking of fun to be around, this is a great ensemble cast. You've got plenty of people to kind of bounce ideas off of. How has it been on set?
It's a very fun set, and a lot of stories, a lot of funny people. Bruce Dern and John Malkovich both have a wealth of stories, and Bruce I've worked with before. This is my first time working with John. He's terrific, and it's been very entertaining. I've had the chance to hang out with Liam some and Teresa, and they're both really great kids with a bright future in this business, I think. But it's been a very, very loose set.
You might want to grab that again.
Grab that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Just that last bit?
Yeah, just the last
Yeah,
bit.
okay. I also had a chance to hang out with Liam and Teresa a little bit, and I think they're both terrific actors and people, and I think they've got a very bright future in the business. Very entertaining set, very loose, good crew. I got no complaints other than mosquitoes.
Did Liam ask you for any acting tips?
Oh no, Liam doesn't need any acting tips from me. He's doing great. He's very, very smart and very aware for his age. You know, I think he's really got himself together.
How would you describe your character, Big Stan?
Well, first of all, Matt thought it was very funny that I play a character named Big Stan Steely, and everybody calls him Big Stan. Matt thought it was a very funny idea to have a guy who's 140 pounds play Big Stan. And I thought it was pretty funny and ironic also. And Big Stan's a guy from Montana. He grew up in a small town, and he's a father and a husband, and sort of he has a sort of eccentricity, while at the same time being almost like military. He's sort of like he's got his principles, and he believes in certain things, and he sticks to them. He's an all-American guy, and yet at the same time, he has this very strange way of showing it sometimes.
How did you come to kind of prepare for the character? Did you do anything?
Well, you know, a Montana guy who, you know, has a business. I didn't have to do a lot of preparation for it. I mean, I've met a lot of those guys, particularly some of the wranglers and stunt guys that I've worked with over the years are those kind of Montana guys, and Montana, Utah, places like that. So mostly it's just, you know, learn your lines and say your words and hit your marks on this. You know, it's been a pretty easy way to go for most people on it, I think.
What do you hope audiences take away from this film?
Mainly with this film, I hope audiences are entertained by it, because that's really what it's intended for. You know, it's an entertaining movie, and I mean, you know, it's not about. It's not a movie about, you know, saving the planet or anything like that. But the great thing about it is it's a movie about people, you know, and they're making fewer and fewer movies about people. And this year I'm fortunate to be involved in 3 or 4 movies that are just about people and their situations, you know, and that's what movies have been forever. And there's a place for the big blockbuster, you know, movies, and you know, vampire shows and all that stuff, and zombies and everything, I suppose. But this is just the kind of movie that we've always made, you know, and I think it's a movie that's made in the true independent film spirit, and I can't say enough about how terrific I think Matt is as a director, and the way he casts movies, and just terrific people that we're working with, from the people with 1 or 2 lines all the way to the main cast. Oliver Platt is another one who's in the cast, who it's my second movie with Oliver, although we didn't meet on the first one. We were in different parts of the movie, so it was kind of funny when we first met each other on this one. We both said, "Hey, it was great working with you last time. It's nice to meet you." But you know, it's just between John Malkovich and Bruce Dern, and Liam and Teresa and Oliver, and Michael, and all the main casts are they're just really terrific, and everybody, I think, they're in their right spots. You know, it's not a. I wish I had some stories about some crazy, idiotic thing that happened, but I don't so far. Other than they sprayed pesticide on the field down there today, which wasn't pleasant. But other than that, everything's been pretty normal.
That whole car is really weird down there that's spraying them.
Oh, yeah.
It's so crazy. All right, well, by the way, that was a really great soundbite. Thank you. What is your favorite small town?
My favorite small town? Gosh, well, I guess it depends on what kind of small town we're talking about. I was raised in a town of 10,000 where I went to high school, and before that I was raised in a town of 110. So, you know, I liked those fine. But just in terms of small towns in general, Gypsum, Kansas.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Sure.